I'm Emily. I work with the QT local team in Brisbane with Power to Change. During the period of COVID last year, one of the things that we wanted to do with the students on campus was encourage them to be reaching their natural connections and sharing the gospel with their friends. And so the way that we saw that was really effective in this was encouraging discussion dinners. And so what that looked like was creating a space where our students could be intentionally inviting their friends to a dinner where they could connect together over common ground and just have a space to talk about specifically spiritual things. And we found that those conversations were really effective. The students themselves were really on fire and passionate because they saw that there was an area where they could engage their friends in spiritual things that wasn't available to them before these dinners. And so some fruit that we saw come out of this was that our students were really confident, but it also created a platform that when our students went back into their natural environments and those friendships continued, that they'd already then created a base to keep continuing on with these spiritual conversations. And so out of that, one of our students actually started a DBS and a Bible study with her friend that she's been friends with since primary school. And before that, hadn't had any spiritual conversations with her. And now she's studying the Bible, and some of her work friends have gotten involved and are studying it with her as well. And so that's been a really awesome fruit that's come out of this discussion dinner. And we've also seen some smaller things that have been just as effective and awesome. One of them is just seeing our students kind of see that it's actually not that daunting and it's not as overwhelming as it feels to connect with their friends. And so many of their friends are really keen to come to the next ones that we do. And we've had a lot of follow-up conversations come out of the discussion dinners. And it's something that our students are really passionate about now and feel like they can own. And another thing that came out of it that we were really thrilled about is it's created a space where our students can learn very practically how to lead and initiate spiritual conversations. And we had cards that we kind of used as like promptings, and that was really good because it opened up avenues for conversation that they probably wouldn't have felt comfortable starting on had they not had these little prompting cards. One of the students who was kind of leading that table would pull out all the cards, and then everybody would pick a card from it. And we found that really helpful with those who were attending that weren't believers, because they felt like they could pick whichever card kind of suited where they were at and what they felt comfortable sharing. But it also meant as people who did want, like as a Christian, and I did want to talk about the Lord, I could pick a card that was a little bit more spiritually focused. And so we found that really helpful. So follow up, we have as missionaries been encouraging our students who have brought their friends to continue on those conversations. And so whoever we meet with, whoever they brought, it's kind of that chain of, hey, how have you been going with connecting with your friends since the dinner? And just following up that way, but then making it very much part of the culture of our discussion dinners, that it doesn't just end here. Like this is a starting point and this is a platform, but then continue that on and build off of that in your own networks. So these were sponsored dinners, and I really just want to thank those donors who have made it possible for these uni students and their friends to come to these dinners and engage with Christians in a really positive way. We're hoping to have more dinners, and if you'd like to find out more about how we did it, contact our Power to Change campus ministries and you can find out more about it that way.